In this video, I'm going to cover how to find your ideal girlfriend as a 7 to 8 figure business owner or entrepreneur, which means you're doing well financially and now you want to devote some time to meeting the woman you want to be with long term. You're done with the hookups, with the partying, you're looking for stability, connection, and peace. And first of all, I want to quickly cover what I don't recommend, which is dating apps and social media. And I know they're super popular nowadays, but there are two reasons why I don't recommend them to successful guys who want to meet their ideal girlfriend. Number one is that they're a red ocean. There's a book called Blue Ocean Strategy, which talks about going into uncontested markets in business. And the same applies to dating. The opposite of a blue ocean is a red ocean, which is super competitive. And that's the case with dating apps. It's the easiest one, so every guy out there is using them. And that's why it's very hard to differentiate yourself in them. And even the ways of differentiating yourself are kind of superficial, which is that, okay, you're making great money and you start posting high status pictures of yourself or showing off your wealth, your cars, your house. And the question is, what kind of women are you going to attract with those kind of actions? And that brings me to point number two, which is that using dating apps and social media to meet your ideal girlfriend, you're narrowing yourself quite a bit because not every woman is on social media active or using dating apps. And maybe you're even filtering out the exact type of woman that you'd want to be with. Someone calm, not too worried about their online presence, someone who enjoys being in the moment, in person, and you're filtering them out because some of them are not online, basically. So let's go back to the title. What is the best way to meet your ideal girlfriend as a 7 to 8 figure business owner or entrepreneur? Well, the simplest answer many times is the correct one, which is in person. Yes. So great, you could meet her through your social circle or through common interests. That's a way. But what I'm going to talk about in this video is cold approach. So I'm sure you've seen a woman that you find attractive whenever you're in the street or in a mall or going to the supermarket. Any of those situations, you find somebody that is attractive and you want to talk to. And this is the best way, in my opinion, to meet your ideal girlfriend for three reasons that I'm going to give you. Number one is the opposite of the dating apps. This is a blue ocean because very few guys have the balls to go for the approach. And the competition you're going to find there are mostly going to be pickup artists, which, to be honest, most of the times don't have that much going on in their lives besides seduction, besides going out and approaching women. So you, as a guy who has developed himself, who has a solid business, solid finances, the other areas of your life are in a solid position, are able to differentiate yourself massively from those other guys who are doing cold approach, which again is like a very, very small percentage. And number two is that you can actually differentiate yourself with your personality. So whenever you approach, the first thing that the woman is going to notice is going to be you. It's not a picture of you acting cool on Instagram or on your Tinder or Meetic or any other app that you're using, but it's actually going to be your voice, your energy, even if you're like a bit spiritual, let's say your frequency, because in person it's something totally different as what you're going to do online. So that's the first reason. The second reason is going to be that you have access to every type of woman. So if you compare it to dating apps, in person, like every type of woman is going to go to the grocery store, is going to be on the street going to their work or whatever they're doing, meeting some girlfriend, hanging out in the mall, going shopping. You're going to find them in those type of situations. And even in the, let's say, this type of like low-key women that you will find on a Sunday morning in a park, just reading a book, these type of women, most of the times you're not going to be able to access them if you try to meet them online. So you meet them in person, you access every type of woman. And the third one is that it's something proactive. So comparing it to just waiting around, seeing if you find someone through your social circle or just by chance going to some event and finding somebody, that's cool, but it's the same as if you were dependent on getting clients just by luck, just waiting around and seeing if someone shows up to your business. How is that going to work out? Not very well, probably. So the same you can apply to your dating life. It's amazing when you can proactively go out there and say, hey, now my goal is to meet someone I want to be with long term. And I have limitless options because every day that I go out in the street, in the mall, going out to the gym, I can meet someone that I find attractive and see if there's a potential connection. And yes, this takes some effort on your part, especially if you haven't done it before. And there may even be some beliefs that you have to change about your ability to strike up conversations. Even if you're not somebody who is extroverted, you don't have to be extroverted. In fact, many times, if you're introverted, you can connect as well, if not better, as somebody who's just like talking to everybody. Because when you make that step, the woman can even feel that it's something that it's not super incredibly comfortable for you, but you're still doing it. So it gives you that respect. And again, you can lead with your personality, not your appearance, your status, or your money. The woman, when you first go up there and you meet her, has no idea on your status, your money, what you do. So if she's interested, she's actually interested in you, in the person that is talking to her, is in front of her, is in person with her. So that's even another advantage. So again, yes, it takes some effort to build up this skill and to build up your confidence to the point where you can do it and do it comfortably. But it's something that you can achieve within weeks, if not months. And once you do it, you open yourself to a huge sea, a blue ocean, as we were speaking, where you can have an amazing woman by your side, and especially one that you have actually chosen yourself, not one that you just start a relationship with because it's the only woman that is in your life by luck. Because how is that going to end up if it's not someone that you actually connect with, that you actually want by your side long term? So in this video, I'm going to end it here. In other videos, I'm going to cover how to actually go about doing this, but I just wanted to open your perspective in your mind to this way of meeting someone, because it's super common nowadays to just rely on meeting someone online. And I know that for many of you guys, it's not something that you even enjoy, not something that even gives you results, but you do it because you don't know anything else. So my goal with this video was to give you this new perspective. And as a little action item, I want you to, whenever you go out there on the street, let's say today or this week, you just, you know, put your head up and start to see the opportunities. Start to see if there's any woman that you find attractive and that you would potentially like to start a conversation with. You don't even have to do it yet. If you want, that would be amazing if you take that action. But just start to think about it, to open your perspective and your mindset to this new way of going about finding your ideal girlfriend. So that's it for today's video. And since it's the first one that I'm going to post on my page and on my channel, I will also introduce myself a little bit now at the end. My name is Arman, and I help 7 to 8 figure business owners and entrepreneurs to find their ideal girlfriend by meeting them in person without relying on dating apps or social media. And I'm going to be posting more content about this topic that hopefully you find useful. And if you're interested in working together to achieve that result, you'll have a link below to contact me and we can talk. So that's it, and see you next video.